Who is the first time that is someone new here? Is someone new in the meeting? Please let me know. If you are new in the meeting, I'm happy to walk you and introduce myself a little bit about me. And I'm going to start like right here. Present. Where are you? Present. There you go. Present. So, and I hope you can see my screen. Nice to meet you, Clara Arroyave. I'm the CEO and founder of Coliving Cash Flow. I'm all about not only co-living with purpose, but responsible co-living and responsible co-living investments. Okay. And every time I speak and every time I present in any of the events I participate across many places, I always start, and also in the podcast I always start with these three C's. And what are the three C's of co-living? And without having and knowing what the three C's of co-living are, it's very difficult to have a successful co-living operation. So always remember that the three C's of co-living are cost, community, and convenience. That's how you build a successful product for your clients across the world, no matter where you are. Cost, meaning for your residents, co-living has to be affordable, compare always under a price to a studio, but with enough conveniences for them to stay and that it makes sense for them. So they consider this place a place they can call home, even if it's not a studio, but you're creating a solution for them that is worthwhile. Second and very, very important, community. Why community? Without community, if they don't have anyone to say, hi or have a coffee in the morning or the afternoon or say hi to each other, you create a product that is not sustainable on time and people would leave, because that's what the product that you are creating without any community or any events or any, a space to have shared moments. So every time that you design a space, no matter how big, no matter how small, always please have into account that you need to have a community built in. So, and this is I've seen so many comments in the past about this that like boils my blood. People are not dollar signs. People are human beings. Treat your clients with respect and dignity. I see comments, the nurses are profitable, or people that, Section A, people that are in Section L are my cash cows. People are not cows. People are people. So please always try and treat people with respect. This photo is about 2016 or 17, something like that. That was me about not only a decade ago, but also 40 pounds ago, when I was already raising capital for my first co-living company, which gives me the space and the credibility to be here with you today. In my first co-living company called Place Me, I had from zero to $42 million of assets under management in co-living arbitrage. If you're not familiar with co-living arbitrage, we can discuss that a little later. And I was already providing solutions for young professionals and grad students, internationals, moving to Boston, which is a very, very heavy student population, international student population oriented. And I grew that company not only to $42 million in active assets under management, but I was able to acquire the assets or the properties of someone that went down, grew to 5 employees, 17 contractors to manage all the properties. And of course, with system and with automation, it was a very lean and really good operation. And when COVID came, the same way that I started, that's the same way I disappeared, meaning I have to restructure the company, give it to another competitor, and I went back straight to the line to apply for unemployment. So what does that mean is that all those years of 10 years or so many years of co-living experience that I have is me now sharing with you all the best practices that work, but also what does not work, and all the biggest lessons that I have for you to share. That's very important. And in this previous year and a half, I have become one of the thought leader or top leader in the space. I speak in different events. This is me next to Sam Wigger in the Co-Living Conference in Denver this year ago. And also I was next to just this weekend with an incredible panel of very powerful women in Atlanta. I need an updated photo in Atlanta in the Co-Living webinar for women, in the Co-Living event summit for women. And also I will be in Nashville now in November 20 with Pace Morby and Atticus from Passplit. And I'm very honored to be there. So that's an amazing and such an honor for me to be there. So now I want to just quickly recap. Am I sharing this screen? Hold on. Or am I sharing this one? Yes. I want to quickly recap how good it was. Share, making sure that I'm sharing. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Quickly recap how good it was, the Coliving Summit for Women. It was about, I think, maybe over near 100 people in person and online, enjoying all the presentation. What a great venue it was. It was, perfect for the event because it felt like very feminine with couches and lounge chairs, but plenty of food, plenty of options. And I got to learn from fantastic people. Initially with Christine, how to be a good leader that balance life. One of my favorite ones, Tina Boyd, about teaching what is really private money lending and how to use your private money partners and how to train if you want to be a private money partner for anybody, how important for you it is to be a great private money partner in this case, and how to do it responsible, because we also learned that some people do it very not knowing what they're doing, and many people lose their money because they don't know how to be good lenders. Charin Garcia, she's one of the queens on a Coliving arbitrage. She did a great presentation, very inspiring because she started with $1,000, and now she has 42 rooms in between Utah and Arizona. Kim was incredible. She does co-living in Passplit. Excuse me. She does co-living in Atlanta, which is based in California. So she taught all about how to manage things when you don't live in the area. So that was tremendous. And Didi Garzon, she's the president from the Association of Real Estate Property Managers, which is fantastic. And she now has around 900 units, including a lot of co-living. So a lot of best practices were shared. Highly recommend for you to go next year if you can. I highly, highly recommend. And use the power in the room was tremendous. Okay, now I want to discuss something that Morta discussed, share something with you. This previous weekend in Europe, we have, hold on, I'm checking the wrong tab now. Okay, there you go. This is the right one. This previous weekend in Europe, we have the Co-Living Conference in Europe and the Co-Living Awards. And it was, I think, in Barcelona. Something that I want to make sure everybody gets is that even though in the United States, co-living is very new and up and coming, and the idea of sharing with everybody, is preposterous and all that good stuff. Oh, and strangers. And I remember the comments, oh, I don't want to live with strangers. Well, guess what? And I say we are really far behind for what's going on in Europe and what's going on in Asia and in the rest of the world. I don't remember the name. I think it's like the 10th Global Co-Living Conference was in Barcelona, and they have the Global Co-Living Awards, and they celebrate the best architecture in the world for co-living, the best interior design for co-living in the world. So if you just want to explore how far behind are we, and you're not alone, you're a pioneer. So please understand this. You're not alone, you're a pioneer. You're starting something that the world has you're pioneering in the United States. In Europe, the world, and Asia, the world is far behind, far beyond everything that we have been taught about co-living. So this is the winner in Hamburg for the best new project. Look at this beauty in Europe, in Germany. Look at this. This is the best new project coming up, shade of green. And it's a reality, and it's all co-living. I know here is completely different. I know here is geared to different segments of the population, but look at this. So, and investors and operators and building things really phenomenal. And this product, look, is not fancy. It has closet bed, and it's not fancy at all. But look at that. It has everything that a person needs to live with dignity, and look at, so fantastic. That's the best building. So winner for well building. In interior architecture, I love this one's finalist. Who's the winner? This is the winner. Buildings in Barcelona. I hope you're looking at my screen. Look at this new the designs and how they incorporate design in a co-living apartment. This is just phenomenal, the way they do it. And look at that. Wow, really cool. For co-living, who would have thought that you can do co-living in a way that is luxury? Hmm? So that's for interior design. Uh, for branding, uh, these guys from Barcelona are fantastic, and in Spain, they make co-living something. They make, instead of a membership, they create a social club. So everybody that wants to be in one of the units is just part of what they call a social club. So that with that, they create the need. Look at this room. They create the need to be in a club, and that's what how they grow their brand. So there are many ways to go adulties, and then best community experience was the winner here. Poha House. These guys are also best community. Of course they are. Uh, and same for, you have a student co-living, nomad co-living, rural co-living, meaning like, in the farm, Yes, we have hostels and rural co-living. We have senior co-living. We have blended living, rural age. Habit is great. These guys are in Asia. Co-living operator of the year. Oh my God. I love this one. And I think this example for Atlanta and very warm climate works really well. Look at this. These are, I think that these guys are based in Australia, but look at these houses. Look at this. The way they design that is very similar to me to many places that I have seen in Atlanta, in Arizona, even in Florida. You can make it very special. You don't have to make it bland and gray. Look at this. And it's just very well designed in a way that is a rental that it becomes very attractive for the right clients. And this is a student studios, or like a chair studios in Australia. So you can make it anywhere you want. And when you go, this is the Houston Living is a new brand that is coming also for young professionals. So I know that here all the hype is around Passplit and the operator of the year. This is Hasilon hold on, this is the one, Hasilon. This is a building developer that is creating properties across the world. This is in the UK, and they're going now for 800 studio units. What happens in the UK? In the UK, they make micro units, meaning micro studios like this, with a lot of shared areas. So it's a small units in the interior, but with a lot of shared areas that works really well. So, and they are owned by private capital, and the demand for young professionals continue. So just to give you a glimpse, and emerging living concept. Oh, this is my guys, my favorite guys. I am an advocate for repurposing real estate. Toboggan flats are the ones that I have been explaining so many times. And please look at this, you want to take a photo, are the ones that do office to co-living. How many offices in how many downtowns are vacant in the area that you live that you can repurpose for co-living? There is a lot of opportunity on office to co-living conversions across United States, especially after COVID, especially like those commercial loans that they cannot repay anymore. So the way they design all the common TC, you can see this clearly, all this area for bathrooms and common kitchens and common areas. You see that? And then small rooms here, for young professionals at a very affordable price. I think like 900 Canadian dollars, 700 Canadian dollars, 800 Canadian dollars, because the density is such high that the numbers are really good. And you have you are not changing the infrastructure of the building. You're using the same infrastructure of the commercial building to make it really good looking. So that's the way these guys do it. So, and they one of a emerging co-living concept of the year. So you want to think different, you want to be ahead of the pack, highly check these or guys in a toboggan flats. I really hope they can come next year to present here in the co-living conference. They're amazing guys. And that's what they do. Because guess what? The housing crisis is not only in Canada or in the United States, it's global. The young people or young generation, when you compare the difference between what they make it on salary, what they have to spend on student loans, and what the rent is when they want to move out of the house or when they're ready to go, it's just not affordable for them. So, and if they want to get ahead in life, co-living is the way to go in many places, and they don't want to go back to college. They don't want to go back to they want to go back to their parents. Co-living is the way to go. So that's why this is so important. And again, if you think you are alone and you have fear, many people are like, oh, maybe co-living is not for me. What if I don't rent? What if there is no what if I don't rent? What if I don't know how to find the partners? What if I don't how I know how to structure all of those stuff? Well, you're really not alone. Here's the example. You have people in across the world doing all this. And once you enter our communities, you'll see that you are with the right people when you grow all these processes. Okay, so I wanted to start introducing this for everybody to understand that you're not alone in co-living. Co-living is bigger, way bigger than everything you have ever thought about. Than everything have thought about the concept of co-living in the US and in the world. Why? Because as I say always, we have been taught that co-living is just one box. In the United States, people think that co-living is the box of PassSplit. Nothing further from the truth. There are many other ways that you can do successful, purposeful co-living for your clients. That doesn't have to be in the minimum wage category. There are many other categories, as you can see across the world, that are very active into co-living in your area, in your region. You just don't know about it, and my job is to teach you all about it. All right. Okay, so now my favorite parts of the classes. Let's go to underwrites on multifamilies. Okay, does anybody has an address in a multifamily that they like to check out?
Yes,
Hi, Ikem, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Hey, were you all able to see my screen?
Um, Rental homes, agents, and loans.
Yes. Okay, my screen is working. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that I was sharing the right screen. All right. Yes. Uh, Ikem, what address do you want me to underwrite for you today?
No, I was just trying to have an idea of how, because I know you focus mainly on multi-families when it comes to co-living, whereas most other
Do single? Yeah.
if influencers focus on getting a single family and turning it into a co-living. Like in your case, you're the only one, which is what I like your information is you focus on oops, hold on one second.
Okay. Well,
I have
it
an,
depends because many areas here's the thing. Many areas only they are so big and so large that the only thing they have is single families, and that's perfectly fine. I can underwrite single families all day long. Eh, but in certain areas, my point is in certain areas the density is such that not only co-living for multifamily works better, but you can double and triple you can double and triple the returns or your
yes,
same effort just by doing one multifamily.
yes.
Yes.
Let me ask you this, since you're talking about underwriting, right?
Yeah.
It seems like you focus on underwriting houses that are already fixed up and ready to go. In other words,
No,
turnkey.
no.
Do you underwrite properties that will lend themselves to a bird type of strategy? In other
Yeah,
words, you're buying it and fixing it up, and then hopefully you could when you
yeah.
come to the rent part, instead of renting to regular tenants, you're renting to co-living.
Correct. No, that's one of the best methods to start in co-living is doing the BRR method, the BRR method. When you buy a house, you invest significant amount in renovation. You refinance, go to the lender, they refinance at the ARB that the property should be to begin with, and then you convert into co-living. So you really maximize the cash flow. I have a lot of friends that do that in Atlanta, all over the place, because then you take the money completely out, right? Take the money completely out, and then you go, build the next one. It's a fantastic way to get started.
Yes,
But this is today the lesson is underwriting for multifamilies. So does anybody has a multifamily, an address that they want me to look at, and I can get it started? If not, I can offer we can just go to a local town in Massachusetts or a local town in Rhode Island or in Michelle. I see that you're here. If you have a building that you want me to look at in Chicago, we can do that as well. And you can unmute yourself, it's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Hi, no worries.
Hi. I have not found one in Chicago yet, but
Okay,
maybe we can go on Zillow if nobody else has one.
sure. All right. So very important when you look at the multifamily, always remember that multifamilies for you to work has minimum of 3 bedrooms. If you have a 2 and a space to make a 3, great. But you have a 3 and a space to make a 4, even better. Because all about density. So let's find multifamilies in Chicago, and let's see what we can find by. And then let's say Chicago. Let's see what we can find. And why Chicago? Can someone tell me why Chicago is a good area? Property.
Let's try 60630.
Hold on. Let's try what is, do you have an address that you can put in the comments?
Zip code 60630.
Okay. Like this? There you go. Perfect. Why this zip code in particular?
That's the area I'm familiar with. That's where.
Okay. No, that's fine. Okay. Let's check it out.
Yep.
All right.
It's near the airport. It's near the
I see the train.
terminal. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 6'4". That seems interesting. Okay, what else? Always the main amount of room. 7 doesn't have a square feet but looks large. 5'3". I like this one. 8'3". Oh wow, that's great. 8'3" sounds really good. 650. Okay, 750. 11'4". Unfinished basement. This is interesting. 7'3". Oh wow, this is a bear. Definitely a bear.
Why do you say that?
No. This one, 402. Definitely a bird, because you need to pretty much do it all again.
Got it. Just because of the condition it's in?
Yeah, totally. We see something with 11'4". 11'4". Let's check this one. Okay. So 11'4", and you say that is a really good area you're familiar with. Okay, let's say 750. Okay. So let's check the zip code. So I hope you're seeing my calculator, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so in that area in Chicago, well, this is wrong because it's not 6,000 households, but I think it's more than 800,000 households that are renters, and 30% of the households in Chicago. So let's say Chicago. Then Chicago. Yeah, no, this is wrong. I know that the minimum wage, it is correct, and that I know. So let's go back to here, and let's ignore this part. So let's take a look at the property and why is it good for co-living. So it is a multifamily. 11 rooms is really actually very good. Doesn't seem to need exterior work. Maybe just clean up this. What do you think about the area, the neighborhood?
I mean, being on the alley is not great, but it's still still a good spot.
This will be for pass split?
Yeah.
Okay. Number one, I will make sure that you have like no carpets.
Yes.
Kitchen is renovated, so that is great. Bathroom is okay. Yeah, this need to be updated a little bit to this. Okay. Okay. Second floor kitchen. Can pass, might need 2 fridges. Clean, no carpet. So paint and cleaning mostly, cosmetic. I wonder how many washer and dryers are. Okay. Okay, this is might be the 30 unit, so might be a 30 unit. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. A small room. So all the rooms have different sizes. That is great for us to know. Oh, this is the basement.
The basement.
Yeah, sure. Oh, wow. But it is large and it's habitable, so that is really great. 3535, 3535. Okay. No plans. So back to listing. Does the listing say building 1908? 3 legal units, each 3 and 1 bathroom plus finished basement. So 3 bedrooms, so 9. So 9 units are in the first 3 floors, and the basement, then the other 2 I'm in the basement, right? I like that it's very close to this area, transportation-wise.
Right.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's close to the
And to the
expressway if you're driving, but
Yeah.
also public transit.
and to the park, and to this area seems to be commercial. Okay, great. Now we know. 11.4 basement finish. How much are taxes? 67. Okay, let's look at our numbers. So purchase price is 750. Oh, hold on. Before we do that, let's check connected investors to see if there is any problem with the property. Are you familiar with connected investors?
No.
Connected investors help us think about that like as especially if you are an investor and you're serial and looking a lot. It helps you property search. It helps you understand the situation on the property to make a better, more accurate offer. In this case, we can find out if the property is delinquent or in taxes or it has been sold or you know who has it, the whole history in the property. And to understand so much better what's going on in the property, you know. No results found. No, I know it is. I just saw it. Don't worry, come to me. No, okay. At Chicago. Hold on. That's why. There you go. One less pin. Boom. Dashboard. Hold on. My list. Property search. No. Filter. Sorry, guys, I'm ruining this. Okay, now we know. Evaluate my list. Dashboard. Property search. There you go.
Could it be the number sign?
Yes. Thank you. Maybe that's why.
Good
Okay.
catch.
Thank you for that. Yeah. Oh, there you go. Thank you. I owe you coffee. Okay, it says off market. Oh, wow. It was sold in 2008 for 263. The estimated value is okay, it's good because they're asking for 730. Not owner occupied, tied landlords had equity. Okay, that's good. If they're tied landlords, what does that mean? Then they can take a lower offer, correct? And they already have 75% of the equity, so they have good equity. But tied landlords had equity, but there is no tax lien, no problems with and the building is 3,361 square feet. So now, if you're an investor also, you want to use this tool, you get like 2,000 skip traces with the first 2 weeks of using it. So like, it's pretty amazing. So not only occupying, the landlords are all and tired. Okay, now we know what we needed to know. Okay, now let's do our numbers. That's so 750 here.
It looks like it's been on since August, so they probably would take a potentially lower price.
Yeah, totally. What are the closing costs in this? Would be like 25,000, right? Something like that. Mortgage interest rate, 6.7, 20% down, I would think.
Sure.
Yeah, and 75 for taxes, and let's say about 2,500 for insurance. Okay, and the renovation only will be taking out the couches, right? Excuse me, taking out the carpet.
Yeah, we're cleaning out the bathrooms and the kitchen.
Yeah, but that would be what, 1 month, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how much do you want to invest in that? Like 25?
Sure.
About that?
Yeah.
About 20 in furniture?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you have 11 rooms. So how do you know, and this is for you and for everybody, how do you know what's the average price per room in that zip code?
I could either go onto Roomies or Facebook and look for a room for rent.
Even better, you can go to Zillow Rooms.
Oh, okay.
And let's find out what are the price per room, because I don't think Passplate is in there. So, so rent, and then we say Chicago again. 606. And then we put for rent and property type, room for rent. There you go. Okay, you seeing what I'm seeing?
Yeah.
Is this, no, it says Baltimore. Why don't we say Baltimore? Okay. Oh, there are no rooms in that area. Look at that.
that good or
Only
bad?
one. Yeah, look at that. The only one is this one right here, 1200.
Oh,
Yeah, but this is a completely different product.
mhm.
Okay, so no. So let's expand our search for rooms. There you go. So nearby, what do you have? You have 1100, you have 750, 875, 850.
Oh,
Okay, this one is kind of
looks
similar.
close.
Yeah,
Mhm.
this is super close. Man, power wash. But
Yeah.
no matter what you do, please never do something like this. This is horrible. At least for the photography, put linens on, please.
Mhm.
All right, 850 is a good price, I think. Do you agree?
Yes.
So 11 rooms. Would you
Yes,
use
11
the whole
room.
place for every room? Yeah, so 850.
Mhm.
Perfect. And what would the rent be in a place like that? If you were to rent it normally?
I mean, he's probably renting it per floor, and he only has 3 legal floors because
Yeah.
so
So it would say 256, like $7,000, something like that
Mhm.
total.
Probably.
Okay, great. But wait, are you gonna include furniture and utilities in the,
Yes.
so more like 900, no?
Okay. Yeah.
Because you have the winter bills. All right,
Yes.
10% vacancy, 10% vacancy.
Mhm.
Are you gonna use Passplit as property
I'm
management?
not sure.
Okay,
Should
so
we
keep it
just
at
say yes to be conservative and say yes?
yeah, sure. So in this case, management is not 8%, but it will be 16%. Okay, and multiply 11 for 75, so 750. Why utilities? My average is $75 per person, so 750 plus 75, 825. Boom, my math is great. 200 in cleaning is great. Maintenance 10% reserve because that place really needs it. All right, and let's check our numbers. So I put 7,000 in rent in the other as a total, and I put 9. Let's put 8. Yeah, let's put 900, and then let's play with the variables. All right. So show returns, calculate returns. Oh wow, it's not great. Look at this, and I think it's because of the past split model.
Yeah.
The return on investment is 1.9 versus 2.6 in regular. Cash on cash 1.5, cap rate 6.6.
Mm.
Net income is 50,000, but your cash flow at the end is only 34.
Yeah.
Even having 11 rooms, which is absolutely great. But you know
Mhm.
what is that it is? So if we do 950 here, and we do, let's say for argument's sake, we do 950, and instead of 16% property managers, you're gonna go a traditional 8% with a local
Okay.
company.
Mhm.
I show. Okay, that's better.
Yeah.
So, but price here would be I put 950, meaning that you have to play with the prices or charge
Right.
extra utilities or something like that. Okay.
Mhm.
Because you have 825 a month extra for utilities and 10% vacancy and 10% reserve. So very conservative. All right. Very, very conservative. You have 11 ROI, almost 9% cash on cash is very decent. Cap rate 9, net income 66. So divided by 12, your net income is very interesting. And annualized net, so a cash flow of 20,000.
Yeah.
So
It's almost
what do you think?
5,000 a month.
Yeah, it's like around 2,000 a month, correct?
Mhm.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, I like it. I just would need to play around, like you said, with the room rate because I don't know
Yeah,
if that area net's 950. Maybe I need to look.
correct. So, but that gives you a very good overview on how density works in a multifamily, because then again, the down payment is the 20% of 750 is not that much compared to it would be like, buying almost a single family in Atlanta with 150,
Right.
correct?
Right.
But you won't have 6 rooms in Atlanta. You have 11 in here, and
Yeah.
a bigger asset that appreciate more. So
Mhm.
either you can also play with the purchase price and not offer 750, but
Right.
maybe offer 740, 735.
Right.
And how does that change the numbers, right? Calculate again, high, and then show. There you go, 21. Doesn't change much. Only $1,000 more. And why is that? Because you still have high utilities and a lot of vacancies and 8% property management fee, right?
Mhm.
So you still, your fixed costs are still fixed costs, and you have 11 rooms at 950. If you do 875, let's say, then it's even less. So maybe is it not the area that you want? I know you're familiar with the area. Maybe you should find an area that command higher rents per room. The best way to do that is just go all over here and see what other people are building, what does a $1,100 room look like?
Yeah.
Right? What does a 800 room look like? Not bad. Or a 1,200 room look like? Even vacant, look at this. Oh, this is June Homes. Okay, there you go. So there are many ways to go at it, and this is 1,000, and it looks great. As long as you have, oh, this is, okay, I see it. This is another June Home, this is another arbitrage lender or arbitrage operator. So there are many ways to go at it. And what is a 980? Oh, wow, the bed can like very touch this. Okay, bed is slanted. This is bigger. 980 doesn't even have furniture in here. Oh, wow. Okay, there you go. So that allows you to see, and I don't know the fabric or multifamilies in your area, to see and what is the, oh wow, 1,900, 1,100. So this one, 1,050. Rooms at 1,050 look better than rooms at 850.
Yeah.
What if your rooms were 1,050 and you find a building that is only 850? So 1,050. And let's say the same 11 rooms, and then calculate.
Do you have to change the purchase price?
I put no, because if you can find something that you can do for $750, and you just renovate, to make it a very nice product.
Yes.
Then you have 30,000 extra in cash flow, and something that is, and once you start lowering down your vacancy rate, lowering down vacancy rate, lowering down management cost, and lowering down extra expenses, your cash flow is really good, and then you're getting a huge, very nice multifamily in Chicago pay for with cash flow to spare.
Yeah, and a 10% cash on cash return.
Exactly.
Nice.
Exactly. So, but it's about, and remember that we discussed this in the program, is what is that you want, what is the product that you want to build, and then take it back from there. Because a product is totally commands a room at $1,000, no problems, like very, well done, right? But this requires more work,
yeah.
And as I always say, you get what you pay for. This one is very nice, and that is with everything in life. And this one is very nice, but it's also small because 6'4" is not enough to make it work. So, but anyway, you can make something like this and make it like a 12, like this, and make it like a 12. A basement, finalized basement, things like that. It will work no matter what every single time.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty. And as long as you have public transportation and things like that. So if you go to Passplit, I don't think they have resources in Chicago, but if you go into resources, explore map. Let me see. Yeah, they have almost nothing in Chicago. This is what they have in total in Chicago. Only 14 units, but then 100%, 1,000% more demand, so over 1,000 people looking. And the price per room with private bathroom is $376 a week versus $270 per shared bathroom. So that's absolutely great. 80% occupancy, 21 days to first booking, and 22 for 80% occupancy. That's just getting started. So they're just barely getting started. I don't see the need to use them because you're gonna lose eyeballs.
Yeah, that's a good point.
When you want to occupy this and getting cash flowing faster.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say. But I mean, geographically speaking, demographically speaking, you are in a really great area, and it's all about how we're gonna understand the finances on this play, and what is the bigger that you can find that makes sense for you. Because this will be icon for you. This will be a totally BR place. Because you need pretty much to go reno or completely demo and build from scratch in this lot. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, look at this. Yeah, never mind. Oopsies. Yeah, no, not for me. So for some people, yes, but no, definitely for me. But it needs a lot of work, and it's all about, like, if this is a triplex, look, One
Mhm.
floor, two floor, three floors, 620.
Mhm.
What actually can you make here is very nice. You can make a 9-3. It says 4-2. If you can make a 9-3, will be very interesting.
Yeah. And it's already,
It's already finished. Yeah.
you're already updated.
And 620. So
Nice.
what happened if we do 620 with no reno? Pretty much you need zero reno.
You don't think I need to add another bathroom? Because it only had 2.
Yes. Oh, wait. Yes. For 2, yeah. It will be like a 9-3. So 1 month for like a, how much is a bathroom in Chicago? About 10K?
Sure.
Yeah. All right. And then 9 for 1050. There you go.
Mhm.
Okay, 13 cash on cash, 13 ROI, 10 cash on cash. You get a 20 extra net income, NOI 58 at a 8% property management fee. Wait, less utilities. Less utilities are 75, 750
Mhm.
right here. No, less than 750. 675. There you go. Okay, now we're talking 14, 11, and 21,
Nice.
right? Much
Mhm.
better. Much better. Excellent. I have a question in the comments. Does anybody has any questions? No? Okay. Okay. Does this make sense? Do we have any questions for now? Is this clear? Do we have any questions? Does this make sense? Go ahead. I thought I can have any question. No? Okay.
I like going, you're looking at both sides, looking at Zillow for the opportunity houses, but then also looking at Zillow rooms to see where your market is.
Yeah.
Not just for the room rates, but I mean, I wouldn't have thought that there would be so little rooms for rent in that zip code.
Oh, but that's the whole and that's what I'm here for. You know, I'm here to provide you with the not only insights in how to do it, but also how to do it right. Because again, as I say on Saturday, we are only being taught one box or to just
Yes.
think one way. And that's not the way anybody should think if you are a serious investor, if you want to think about doing this long term, if you want to think about doing this long term, if you are a serious investor, you need to have total insights in how to do it right.
Mhm.
I have all the tools available for you, not only the tools that tell you what to use or what to do, right? And that's like the magic of this thing. Is I can have a comment. The calculator, yes, Annette, it is. Do you want it? So here is here is the offer. Let's say so. Tomorrow you're open tomorrow. I am dropping a very content-filled pack 5-hour webinar, 5-hour webinar, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And teach you all about how to do this for you, how to do it in your area, all the questions in about management, all the questions about financing. If you come, you'll get the calculator too. If you don't have it, you'll get it. You come tomorrow. You should come tomorrow, definitely. Julie, you should come tomorrow. Why? Because there is a lot of misconceptions about co-living, a lot of misconceptions, and the more I work in this, the more I understand the majority of misconceptions. So I enjoy doing all this. Hold on. Oh, there you go. I enjoy teaching and I enjoy sharing my knowledge with you. That's like what makes me the happiest. So I invite you to come tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 7, no, to 2 p.m. Yeah, there you go. 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. to 2 p.m. Sorry, 9 to 2. Yeah, breakfast to lunch. Learn all about co-living with me. Teach, and it's a lot of content, and it's only $79, which is absolutely nothing. To get all your questions asked. And, if you're ready to move and you're ready to understand and get rid of all the fears, like, get more information, loaded with packed with information, I invite you to come. Why? Um, People only think one way about doing things. Or the co-living is only pass split, or co-living is only, for affordable housing. So many misconceptions, no. So I'll teach you how you can get started in your first property, how you can get started in your first property, what to look for, what are the red flags, right? What are the red flags in a property? What not to do when you're operating a property? What softwares to use so the tenants don't call you at 3 a.m. saying that the toilet is clogged? So tools for property managers, tools from renting, tools for marketing, It's a very comprehensive webinar that I have prepared for. I invite you everybody to come. I think the link is in the comments. Juan, I don't know if you put the link on the comments. There you go. Ah, there you go. Aloha, Julie. Yes, about bathrooms and per bedroom, correct. You have the rule of thumb and best practice. Rule of thumb is maximum 4 people for one bathroom. Best practice is 3 people for one bathroom. And if you want to create a gold mine, do purpose build or do rooms with private bathrooms, and you pretty much increase not only occupancy but the rent for that. My dear, yes, I'm based on Boston, but what I teach is nationwide, so it really doesn't matter where I'm based. No, it will not be recorded, but I might be doing one next month. So I'll invite you for next month. So there is a link that I think Juan is dropping in the comments. You're welcome to join, welcome to register. I'll give you all the information. I'll give you the calculator as well. If you want to join me tomorrow, just click and register for tomorrow. I'll be so happy to have you. Do you have more questions?
Yes,
Julie,
I have
maybe.
I have a
Hi.
question.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said how much was it? How much was it again?
Tomorrow, $79.
Okay, I'd like to sign up.
Okay, the link is in the
Uh,
comments.
okay. I want to ask a pre-question. Maybe you can answer it today or tomorrow.
Yeah, tell me.
I noticed that most influencers on this genre tend to focus on people who can afford the rooms. Regular people like myself. People living in big cities that maybe the rents are too expensive. I mean, renting a house on your own is too expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so we focus on people like that, paying
Yep.
$850 a room, $550 a room or whatever.
Yep.
What about people in the group home, people that need assistance? In other words, if I'm in the developer and I'm buying properties to fix up and rent the rooms, do you also help in underwriting for people that need assistance?
You mean like assisted living?
Assisted living is like way on one end, but people living what's that phrase again?
Like a government programs? You mean like Section 8?
Yeah, like kind of like a government program, as people that need assistance in stuff like that.
Because, okay, more government programs are very region specific. And what works in one zip code, let's say I know that Rhode Island has a program with, Rhode Island has a program for a specific area where they pay like 600, like 60% of the rent. Is very different to what happens, let's say in Massachusetts or in a different state. So you really need to know what the government is like, what the government is assisting you with to underwrite. But if as a rule of thumb, I don't do it because my focus is co-living, and there is a lot of risk involved. Like right now, we're in the largest government shutdown, so you cannot rely on rents with an administration that one day does one thing and the next day does something different.
Yeah, special needs was the word I was looking for. Special needs,
Correct, but right now, no,
but
I don't
they
do
can
neither
still
Section
work.
8 or anything
Okay,
like that. No, there are
but you
people
don't do
that do
special
that very
needs.
well, but that's not my forte. So
Okay.
I focus in
My,
co-living. Yes,
and
and
my
thank you.
second.
Now I upgraded to influencer.
Yeah.
That's right. No, I don't do sober homes. That is 6% sober homes. My expertise is co-living.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. I think they all fall under that heading: shared living, co-living.
it's
Um,
different.
but but let me ask the second question.
Yeah, sure.
You mentioned connected investors.
Yeah, correct.
From your experience, how does that compare to prop stream and other services?
Connecting investors. Let me leave. Connecting investors. I think it's very good. I have a trial that I can give to everybody you like, so you can get 7 days for free anytime. So here's the link if you want to give it a try. Try it for 7 days and test it for yourself. Especially if you are looking for properties all the time. Try it for 7 days, and after that is $99 per month. Try it. Try it for yourself.
99
Yeah,
$99 a month.
and the
Okay.
link's right there. So give it a try for 7 days. Nothing to sign or to pay for after the 7 if you cancel before the 7 days. So I say try it for yourself because my experience might be different from yours.
Mhm.
It's from the same team that did PropStream. There's the same team of developers, so it's very, very similar to PropStream, I would say. And it has really good tools to help you find properties that are for sale and to dig on the back of why this property is not selling. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. You just sign for tomorrow. Fantastic. I hope to see you tomorrow 9 a.m. If not, I'll see you next Friday at noon. Do you have more questions before we go? No, my pleasure.
Is the webinar being recorded tomorrow? Because I have a conflict.
No, I'm not gonna record it because it's 5 hours. Have
Okay.
you ever seen to watch something for 5 hours in your phone?
Netflix.
It's a lot. It's a lot. You're gonna get tired of me for 5 hours.
Well, I can endure it.
Oh my
I
God.
can
Well,
do
thank you. Appreciate it.
Me too.
Anyway, have you had any experience with all the young people that are moving back into their parents' home and they won't leave? Having the parents say, well, here's a place where you can go and be an adult, and I will co-sign for the first 6 months, so you're okay. Have you ever looked at that?
It happens all the time here where I am. Yes.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, because maybe they're starting an internship or they're looking for a job and the parent want their own time. So in Coliving, I used to manage a lot of properties in Cambridge, and many times the parent go and supervise the place is good for the kid and then sign up, and then that's it.
Thank you.
No problem, my pleasure. And Julie, asking suggestion for American who is looking at foreign property for Coliving. Yes, I think I answered it to you before. Go to coliving.com. It has all the type of products that are working in every country in the world. I have an excellent friend that works in Portugal. He's doing he's creating and selling colivings or potential colivings in Portugal if you go into Portugal. Yeah. I'm happy to make a couple of introductions if that's what you need, Julie. Happy to. Yeah. No problem. Happy to. And as you can see, when you look at the Coliving Awards at the Coliving Conference, this is a worldwide solution for affordable housing. It's not a US thing. It's nothing new. It's nothing novel. We just have a platform now, thankfully, that is growing the visibility of the housing problem. And I'm happy to be teaching. Hello, my dear. I'm happy to be teaching and sharing all my knowledge relating how to grow your portfolios and how to make you a very more conscientious, but also very solid Coliving investor. Okay. Thank you all for being here. If you can be tomorrow, no, then I'll create a different schedule for maybe the next webinar. Okay.